Hello everybody, as always I am Dor, and today we're going to go ahead and begin potion craft. So right off the bat here, it tells us that we're novice alchemists wandering the world in search of our destiny. After a long journey, we finally found a place to try our trade, so let's go ahead and continue on. You found an old abandoned house on the edge of town. Judging by the alchemy equipment and garden, the former owner seems to have practiced alchemy. Apparently a wizard used to live here, but the layer of dust and the condition of the house suggests that it has been empty for a long time. You decide to turn the house into a potion shop. After several days of cleaning and preparing, the shop is ready for its first customers. It's time to remember your alchemy skills and start this new life in a new town. So over here it tells us how we go about making potions and stuff. So we need to go ahead and take some of this and drop it into the cauldron here. And then over here on the main screen, it kind of gives us a little map of where we're going with the potion, right? So right off the bat, we have one of these in there and we're at the first stage of a potion. We don't know what that is because we don't have the little bellow thing to actually turn that into a potion because we're not supposed to do that. We're in the tutorial thing right here. So we need to go ahead and throw the second one in there, and it adds another little area to the map here. And then we need to go ahead and take these guys and dump them in there as well. And it keeps adding more and more to it. So after this second one, it's going to get to where we need to go, which is the potion we're going to be making. And then we need to go ahead and mix it together. And it's going to follow that little pathway all the way to the bubble that is the potion we're going to make. And then we need to go ahead and heat it with the bellow thing. And then once it starts bubbling, we can go ahead and finish the potion. So right now we are going to make a weak potion of healing. So let's go ahead and finish that. We have one of them in our inventory. And now we unlock the mortar and pestle. So now we can go ahead and take the ingredients and put them in there first and grind them down. And that's going to make our potion making more efficient for us. So we can go ahead and take that and then dump it into the cauldron. Oops, I missed it. And now we can go ahead and mix that together. And it's going to take us to that stage of the potion. And it's not going to actually make anything. We don't have any potions we can make with that. So we can go ahead and take the other ingredient, which is the water bloom, put it in the mortar and pestle, break that down into a little paste and drop that in the cauldron as well. And then mix that together, and it's going to take us right back to the same potion that we just made. So we can go ahead and heat it up again to go ahead and make it into the final stage of the potion. And we can go ahead and save that now because we have two ways of making that potion. So we can either make it with two of the ingredients, or four of the ingredients, if you will, two of the water things and two of the other ones. I couldn't remember the name of them. Or we can go ahead and grind down one of each and then put them into the thing and make it a little bit cheaper. So now we need to go ahead and head on over to the shop menu, which is to the left of us. And we can go ahead and sell stuff to people that come into our little shop here. So our first customer here is going to want one of our healing things. He burned his tongue at a party, so we can go ahead and give him either one of these. It doesn't really matter. I don't think we can charge him more for the one that we used two ingredients on. So let's just go ahead and give him either one. It's not going to make a difference. And then we can go ahead and sell it to him right off the bat. That's going to be 10 gold. And I believe this next person, they're going to want us to go ahead and haggle with them. So this person's also going to want one of the health things because that's the only thing we have available at the moment. So we can go ahead and haggle with her. And then I'm not quite sure what the haggling screen is. I don't quite understand it. I'm going to go ahead and read through this really quick. Maybe this is like the tutorial thingy for it and might tell me a little bit more about it. Okay, so all we need to do is get our arrow that's going back and forth in one of these gold squares, or in all of them rather, to go ahead and haggle a better price. But the longer we go for, the worse it'll get because it'll start to kind of irritate the customer here, and then the haggling will kind of not go anywhere. So once it bounces back from this thing, we're going to go ahead and start triggering these to go ahead and try and pull some money our way. And I think we want them to be over here for the good deal, I believe. So let me go ahead and do that. We're going to hit this one more time. And we're down to 9 gold. Maybe not. I'm not quite sure. Let me go ahead and move this one more time. It's going the wrong way. I need you to go back this way, please. There we go. I think that's the best we're going to get. And how do I end haggle? I don't know how I just did that. Oops. Okay, I messed up the haggle there. We're only getting 8 gold. That's my bad. I didn't know how to end the haggle. I thought I had to click the back arrow, but I guess not. That was my bad. That was my first time doing the haggling thing, so my bad. So now we have a lack of suitable potions. So this lady wants, what do we want? We want a poison. Okay, so we need to go back to the crafting menu here, or the crafting screen. Actually, we need to go over one more so we can go to our garden. And we need to go ahead and harvest up some crops here. So we got one more of these things. That's what we just used for the health potion that we made. We got one of those things, and that's all we can go ahead and get from here right now. Okay, so since we only have 2 of these, I don't think we're actually going to be able to craft anything with these, but we can go ahead and dump them in the cauldron and then mix them together together. And yeah, we're not going to get a potion out of that. So we can go ahead and click on the remove thing. How do I get you? Oh, I have to do this, I believe, before it lets me pull it out of there. Maybe not. Did I just break the thingy there? Okay, my bad. We had to go ahead and click the retry button up on the quest line here, but let's go ahead and take this and put it into the motor and break it down into a paste. And then we can go ahead and dump that into the cauldron and do the same thing with this thing and break that down and then dump it into the cauldron. And now when we mix these together, we're going to unlock the poison thing that we should be able to go ahead and make. So let's go ahead and heat it up so it turns into a potion. And there we go. We have a weak potion of poisoning. We can go ahead and save that as a recipe as well, so we can kind of come back to it later on. Let's go ahead and take that, and now we can go back over here to this lady and give it to her, and we can also try and haggle. So let's see if we can go ahead and improve our haggling than what we just did. Okay, so I didn't read that bottom bit. We need to go ahead and get the arrow into one of the handshakes at the end of the listing here. So let's go ahead and try and move our haggling back to the left, because that's where the good deal is. And let's do that, and let's go ahead and end on the haggle, and it didn't change our pricing any. So maybe I did that wrong again, but nonetheless, we got 12. We didn't lose any money on it, so that's nice. Let's go back to the left, or back up to the right, and we can go to the bedroom now. And we need to go ahead and click on our bed and go to sleep for the night. And that was the end of the tutorial there. So now we can kind of do whatever we want. We can try and explore the potion menu here to try and figure out new potions and stuff. If we go ahead and head back to the garden, we have a bunch of stuff here to go ahead and harvest up. So let me go ahead and do that. I think this stuff spawns back once a day. I'm not quite sure, but there we go. We have a ton more of the ingredients in our inventory here. If we go downstairs to our basement, we have a full-on alchemy set or something. I'm not quite sure, but we need to pay to go ahead and get this thing working again, I believe. Oh no, we need to find a merchant that sells parts to go ahead and repair this. So this is some sort of ingredient up on the shelf here that we just clicked on. Let me go and close that. And let's go back to the main potion area here. One of the things down here tells us to grab an ingredient from our inventory. I'm not quite sure what we do with it though. Maybe we do it down here and we can grab it and see what it does. It doesn't tell me anything. Never mind. But let's see. If we hover over these, it tells us which way we're going to go. So this is taking us upward. We haven't gone upward yet. So let's put one of those in the motor and break it down. And then dump that into the cauldron. I don't know what this one is. I didn't mess with this at all during the tutorial. But anyways, we need something else that's going to go upwards. So that we do one more of those, it's going to keep going up. If we add that, it's going to go to the right. That's going to go to the left. That's going to go up. And we only have one of these. So let's go ahead and break that down and see what that's going to turn into. We dump that into there. Where's this going? We can go ahead and mix it. And it's a failed potion. So we just lost 2 ingredients doing that. And I guess these skull and bone things right here are failed potions. But we can see there's a potion to our left. So if we have any of these guys that go to the left, we can go that way and try and unlock that. We don't currently have any that go to the upper left. We do have this one that goes to the bottom left, though, and we only have one of those again as well. So let's go ahead and break that stuff down and put it into the motor, or the cauldron here. And now if we go ahead and take one of these, do we go up? Are any of these going to go up? This one's going to go up, and that might unlock that potion. So let's go ahead and dump that there and break it down again and plop that in the cauldron, mix it together. And maybe we need one more? Do we need one more that's going to go a little bit higher? No, doesn't look like it. Maybe this will go ahead and go to it. Let's go ahead and blow up the thing here. It's not quite enough to go ahead and unlock that. And I think if I put one more of these in there, it's not going to do anything. I think it's just going to fail it again. But we can try. We have 8 more of these. It's not that big of a deal. Let's go ahead and do that. See what it turns into, hopefully. Mix it together, and is it going to turn into anything? Cool, we can stop it early. I didn't realize you can do that. But we just unlocked the weak potion of light, so that's nice. And there's something right there. Can I see what that is? It's a talent point, a skill point, I guess. How do I go about using skill points? Oh, there we go. Okay, so we can go ahead and upgrade our skill tree here. And I kind of want to do 1 point into haggling because I feel like that's going to be important. And we have 3 more points left over. Let's just go ahead and do 1 in each thing here just to go ahead and have an even amount across the board. And we're already level 5, so that's pretty decent. Let's go ahead and head back to the potion thing here. Did I craft that into a potion, or did I just mess that up? Let me save that recipe and then finish the crafting. Okay. Now let's see if we can get anything to the right here to see if we can unlock another potion. Oops, that's not what I wanted. There we go. We can take the water bloom and break that down into the dust. Drop that over there. If we mix this a little bit, we can kind of see where we need to go. So let's see if we have anything that goes down and to the right. It looks like there might be something there. We have the mushroom, which we can go ahead and try. That's the only one that kind of goes to the right here. So let me go ahead and break that down and plop that into the cauldron and see where this is going to go. We do have a potion right there, so we need something else that's going to go to the right, which is going to be the water bloom again, it looks like. So let's go ahead and drop that in there and mix it on up. Drop it on into the cauldron here, and let's see what this potion is that we're going to get from this. We are going to get the weak potion of frost, so that's kind of cool. Let's go ahead and save that and finish it again. And do we have anything else that is kind of catching our eye here? Not really. Let me go ahead and see what the first customer wants to go ahead and buy. So the first guy here wants a healing potion, so we need to go ahead and craft one of those. So we need to go ahead and pull up our recipes, which is here, and we need to go ahead and craft one of the weak healing potions, which we already know we can do one of the terraria plants and one of the water blooms to go ahead and get one healing potion. So let's go ahead and do that really quick before we go back to the thing, because we need to go ahead and supply that guy with his first recipe thing, or his first sale, so we can go ahead and move on over to the next person in line. And let's go ahead and give it to him. We can go ahead and try and haggle for a better price. And let's see. Let's go ahead and get these things over to the side here. I don't see the numbers changing. I keep missing the save things too, which isn't great for us. I missed it again. Oops. Can I get you guys to go back that way? Let's just go ahead and... Oh, I messed it up again. I didn't mean to do that. Let's go ahead and exit the haggle here. And we didn't make any money or lose any money. So yeah, that's going to need some work on my end here. But there we go. We have that guy dealt with, and this person wants a poison. So let's go back over here, and we need to craft up the poison. So was this the poison? It is the poison. Okay, so one of those flowers and then another terraria flower. And we can go ahead and try and haggle with him again. Oh, we're getting 13 though off the top if we don't haggle. Let's try and haggle, because if we don't haggle, then I'm not going to learn it to get any better with it. Let's see if we can hit that and hit that. There we go. Let's go ahead and exit. And we made 1 extra gold off of that. So not great, but not terrible, I guess. So this guy's having gut issues. So I'm guessing we might need to go ahead and give him a healing potion. We can go ahead and try that. I'm not quite sure what he wants, if not the healing potion, because the other thing we have is a freezing potion and a light potion. So I'm not quite sure what those two do. I don't think those are health related items. So let's go ahead and make him a healing potion and see if that's what he wants. He seems to want it. Okay, so let's go ahead and try and haggle again. Let's go ahead and move these things over. I think we need to go ahead and scoot these enough to go ahead and make room for them to move into place, is what that's happening there. So let's go ahead and close the deal. We're actually losing 1 gold because I didn't pay attention to the price when I closed the deal there, so that's my bad. But nonetheless, we made some gold there. What are we sitting at? 162 gold at the moment. And this is a local herbalist in the area that's going to allow us to buy stuff from them. So let's go ahead and see what they have. They have the stuff that we have, but they're selling it for a little pricey. And let's see, I don't think we have any of those just yet. Tangleweeds, yeah, we don't have any of those. We have these things growing in our garden. We have those things. We have all of this except for the tangled weed, which I'm not going to pay 33 gold for 1 leaf. So let's not do that. We can also haggle, I guess, right? Yeah, we can haggle for a better price. But I'm not going to risk it because I'm not good at the haggling. I'm just going to lose money on doing this. And let's see if they sell anything other than herbs. They only sell what they know about flowers, herbs, roots, and various berries and fruits. Okay. So let's go ahead and end the dialogue there because we're not going to buy anything from them. And this guy's going to want some poison, so we can go ahead and make 1 more of those. Can I click on this guy to see what he wants so I can just make it instead of having to keep going back and forth? Does not appear so. So I don't remember the poison recipe. It's one of the yellow ones, one of the tangleweed or terraria leaves. So let's go ahead and make that again. I can't click on this and just have it like auto make it, can I? Oh, I can. I can brew the recipe? I can just auto brew it like that? Oh man, that saves so much time. Okay, my bad. Let's go ahead and do this. And I'm not even going to bother haggling with this guy because we're making 13 gold. This guy wants a fire potion, which we don't currently have. So can I see if this thing counts as a fire potion? The light potion counts as light. So I'm guessing it's not going to count as fire. So let me close that. We did unlock another skill point. So let's go ahead and unlock the map radius so we can maybe see another potion in range here. And it doesn't look like there is one. So if I was a betting man, we would have to probably go this way with it to unlock a fire recipe, maybe. So let's try and go upward with it. So we're going to go ahead and start with the Wind Bloom and see where that's going to take us. I'm going to go ahead and stop there. If we add another one, it's going to take us right into the skull bone thing, and it's going to fail the recipe again. So we would need to go to the right here. We'll go ahead and throw a Water Bloom in there. And we do have a potion over to the right of us. So if we want, we can try and see what that's going to be. We can go up, we can go hard right, and that's about it. So let's go upward, I suppose. Let's add another Wind Bloom in there, and that's going to uncover more of the area here. I think this is another skill point. Or maybe not, it didn't unlock anything. But we do have another potion over here to the left of us now as well. And we can get to the one to the right with one more Water Bloom. Or we can go... That's pretty much it. Yeah, we have to go to the right to get the potion there. And that potion is going to be... What is this? I didn't go far enough. Let's go ahead and heat it up and see what it turns into. A weak potion of mana. Okay, so that's not what we needed. We are going to try and go to this potion next. But we didn't have anything that would take us back to the left was the issue there. Or this guy goes to the left, but I think it would have took us into the skull and bones there. So do we have anything in the garden? We don't have anything in the garden. Okay, let me go ahead and finish that recipe so we at least have it. Oh, I didn't save the recipe. Well, that's a bummer. But we at least know how to get to it, I guess. We can just kind of figure it out next time. But let me go ahead and get back to where I was so we can go to the left here. Okay, we're going to try and go up one more with the Wind Bloom. And see if maybe we can hook a left after we get to that point. And the yellow flower is going to take us to the left, so we can go ahead and throw the one that we already have grinded down into it and see if that's going to allow us to make whatever potion this is going to turn into, a weak potion of lightning. Okay, well, that's not what I wanted. We can continue going on, though, if we don't craft this recipe or finish this recipe. And we have another potion to the top right of us, so we could go one more of these, or half one of these, till we get to about that booklet so we don't go into the skull and bone stuff. And there should be fine. And now we need to hook a hard right. But that's going to take us into the skull and bone thing, which isn't great. That's going to take us into it as well, which I think I might have just boned us by going up as high as I did. Yeah, all of these end with failure. So let's go ahead and finish this potion, so at least we get that and we don't fail the crafting of it. And we also got another skill point, so let's go ahead and dump that into the map thing again so we can see a little bit more. So we know we have another potion right here, and I don't know if these things right here, the little circle bits, are actually XP points, or if I just got lucky and went to it while I ranked up. So I'm going to go ahead and try and ignore that for right now. I don't know where we can go to grab this fire potion. I don't know exactly which direction we should be trying to go into. Is there any type of hint? I don't see anything that would give us a hint there, so what if we go down? Let's try past the poison thing. Okay, so I don't remember what I just put in there. I think I put one of these guys, one of those guys, and one of the mushroom things in there, and it's going to take us past the poison a little bit, so we're going to go ahead and cruise on down to that, and it doesn't look like there's anything in range. So if we can go ahead and wiggle our way down this way, that would be great. We can do one more of the Terraria plants, and that's going to take us straight down pretty much. Or is there anything else that's better? Not really. Okay, so let's do one more of these guys, and that's going to take us a little bit further down. And let's see, is there any potions within range? There is a potion right there. So one more of these things should get us to it. So let's go ahead and dump that into there. And is it going to be close enough, or are we too far away? We might be a little too far away. Okay, so let me do one more of these guys. And we don't need it all the way past the point here, but let's go ahead and do it nonetheless. And we can go ahead and get back to this thing here. And if we go ahead and light it up, we are going to get a stone skin potion. What is that? That's not what we needed. There's another potion right here too. Let's go ahead and stir this a little bit more so we get the little booklet there. And let's also save the recipe and export it so we have it in our inventory. I think we might just want to go ahead and tell this guy to like kick rocks because we don't have the ability to make that potion. We do have this thing, which is I think water. And so, yeah, we can just add water to it. I'm not quite sure. It's a new potion base, but from what I can tell, it doesn't do anything. It doesn't let us like overflow the cauldron or anything. So I'm not quite sure about that. But I'm going to go ahead and try to get to this potion really quick because that's something that is in an area that might be the fire thing. Again, this is just guessing at this point. I don't know which way we should be going, but I'm going to try and wiggle our way back down there and see if we can go ahead and get to that or not. Okay, so we should be able to go ahead and get there. We have 4 Terraria plants in there, 1 of the water blooms and 1 of these guys, the fire bells. So let's go ahead and mix that together. It's going to take us a little bit past the potion, but it should allow us to go ahead and craft whatever it's going to be. And all we got to do is heat it up, and that's going to turn into a potion of fast growth. Okay, again, that's not what we want. Okay, I'm just going to tell this guy to like kick rocks because we don't have the potion for him, and I really don't know what we can do. I could try and give him the light thing. Yeah, he doesn't want the light thing. How about the lightning thing? No, he doesn't want the lightning thing. He wants, how about the cold thing? You want a cold thing? No, you're just going to leave. Okay, cool. I'm fine with that. No biggie. So this guy wants something that's going to cool down fire stuff. So we have this, which is the frost potion, and he actually does want that, so we can try and haggle with him. We are starting off at 15, so let's try and move this stuff back to the spawn rate here, or spawn thing here. Let's go ahead and do that, and we kind of messed it up pretty bad already. Let's go ahead and get that going over there. One more, oops, I missed it twice, back to back there. Let's go ahead and move that over there, cool. And now we are going to go ahead and wrap the deal, and I think that's bad. Didn't we start off at 13? Or 15? I don't know. I totally spaced already. But nonetheless, we got some gold there. We have a negative 13 reputation, which isn't great for us. And we don't have any more customers for the day. So that's the end of the day for us. We really need to kind of like wiggle our way around the map here to go ahead and uncover more stuff. I think these things here, these little booklets, are actually XP points. That's what's actually leveling us up here. So I'm going to go ahead and unlock. Let's go with this thing. And do we have anything in the garden? We do not. We don't have this thing up and running yet, so let's go ahead and sleep the night away, go to the next day. And I think that's actually going to go ahead and be it for today's episode. So we can go ahead and harvest up the garden one more time here, and that's all we have going into the next day. But for right now, that's going to go ahead and be it for today's episode. So hope you guys enjoyed as always, and I'll catch you on the next one. Thanks for watching.